Okay, y'all, I stuck it out and did the celery juice challenge for a full 30 days, and I'm about to tell you the pros, the cons, and why I decided to stop juicing the celery every single day. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kayla and welcome. Okay, so before I get into the whole 30-day results, if you haven't seen my original video with the celery juice challenge, I share my 7-day experience. Go watch that one first because I do go a little bit more in depth with it. I give more of a day-by-day experience and how I felt each day. And I think that's important because that first week really is the most difficult to get through, you know, because your body's adjusting, your taste buds are trying to adjust to the taste of the celery juice, and you know, you may experience some detox symptoms in that first week. So if you are going to try the celery juice challenge out for yourself, definitely watch that video so that way you kind of know what to expect going into it. And just to recap, if you've never heard of the celery juice challenge before, it was basically made famous by the medical medium. And essentially what you do is you just drink 16 ounces of fresh celery juice first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Now he says that you're not supposed to add anything to it like lemon juice or anything like that, because he says that that can actually lessen the healing properties of the celery juice. And of course he claims that celery juice can help with all sorts of health issues like arthritis or GERD, autoimmune conditions, skin issues like eczema and psoriasis, digestive issues, all sorts of things. So I am going to go ahead and list his blog for you guys below, just in case you want to look into it a little bit more for yourself. But yes, whenever I posted the original video with my 7-day results, I told you guys that I was going to do this thing for a full 30 days because I didn't really see, you know, the results I was expecting to see in that first 7 days. So I really wanted to put it to the test for a full 30 days. And pretty much all of you said that you wanted to hear my 30-day results. So here we are, and we're about to jump right into it. First, let's talk about some of the benefits that I did see in that first 30 days. I know I told you that the main benefit I saw was just overall higher energy levels. Now on day 3, I said that I woke up wide-eyed with so much energy. On days 5 and 6, I wrote that I was still feeling the energy levels. And on day 7, I wrote that I was still super energized in the morning and all throughout the day. My energy was really consistent, and that high energy stayed with me until about the end of week 2. Around that time, my energy sort of started to balance out. It normalized back to my normal energy levels, and that's not really a bad thing because, you know, like I told you, I'm naturally an energized person anyway. But you know, for that first week and a half or so, I was just waking up. It was like my brain was waking up before my eyes were. I mean, it was just like I was ready to go, and normally it takes me a good 20 minutes or so just for my brain to wake up, and once it does, I'm ready to go. You know, I'm energized. But yeah, that sort of normalized, and that was kind of a disappointment because having that energy when you first wake up was really awesome, and I was really wanting it to stay with me for that full 30 days, but unfortunately it didn't. Another positive that I saw throughout this entire process was just the fact that I felt more hydrated. And you know, normally I drink about 12 cups of water a day or so, give or take, and I always feel pretty hydrated anyway, but I felt even more hydrated throughout this entire process. And of course that's because celery contains electrolytes, and electrolytes help your body to absorb water more efficiently, especially on a cellular level. So yes, that was definitely a positive. I really felt super hydrated for the entire 30 days. Now I did mention in my last video that I felt like the celery juice helped my stools to come out a little bit faster and easier. Yes, I can remember by day 4 my stools were no longer loose, but it just felt like, I'm always pretty regular, I go at least once a day, but it felt like it was just a lot easier to come out. Sorry if that's TMI, but it just was. It was a lot easier to pass, and I didn't have to sit on the toilet as long. And you know, I normally go once or twice a day anyway, and while on this 30-day challenge, I still went once or twice a day. The biggest difference was just the fact that it came out a little bit faster, so you know, maybe I was sitting on the toilet 5 minutes less or something. But it wasn't a major difference, but I could definitely tell, and it really seems like celery juice has a mild laxative effect. So if you are somebody that struggles with chronic constipation, I could definitely see celery juice benefiting you, but because I don't really struggle with constipation, it wasn't a major benefit for me. So let's get into some of the negatives and why I decided not to continue with the celery juice. So for one, you guys know in my original video, the main reason I decided to do this in the first place was to strengthen and improve my digestion. And to be honest, I feel like I was the perfect test subject for this because he claims that it can really help to strengthen your digestion. And you know, I've never really had a strong digestive system, and a lot of you know that I'm also allergic to gluten. And so of course my digestion has improved greatly over the years just from changing my eating habits and my lifestyle, but I'm always looking for ways to improve it and to strengthen it. And he says that, you know, celery juice can really help to do that. But unfortunately, I did not see any improvement in that area, which was frustrating and disappointing. And I'm really in tune with my body. So I know whenever I eat a triggering food, I can definitely tell you the intensity on a 1 to 10 of how it affects me. And so I really wanted to put this to the test. And at the end of the 30 days, I decided to eat a couple of triggering foods and that normally set me off pretty bad. And it still did the same thing. And you know, I'm not saying that in 30 days I'm gonna be perfect, my digestion will be perfect. But what I am saying is 30 days is definitely enough time to improve it even a little bit. So instead of that trigger food being a level 10 of intensity, it should at least be like a level 8 or a level 7. And so that definitely didn't happen for me. And again, that was the main reason I wanted to do the celery juice. And so that was very disappointing. I also didn't see a difference in my skin or my hair. You know, a lot of people said at the end of the 30 days, your skin should be glowing. But you know, really, I didn't notice a difference. And I know I look at myself every day, and so it's hard to really tell a gradual change. But one way to put that to the test is, you know, if you haven't seen somebody in a few weeks and you do see them, usually they will say something if they notice a difference, like, oh, what have you done to your skin? And that just did not happen. So that let me know that, yep, it did not make my skin glow. And what's interesting is in that last week, I started to get bloated again. And it wasn't just a little bit of a bloat. I mean, it was to the point where I couldn't even do certain exercises or like wear certain outfits because it felt so uncomfortable. And I even started to burp up some of the celery juice, which was gross. And you know, on this protocol, they will tell you that, oh, that's your body detoxifying itself. And you know, whether it was a reaction or a detox effect, at the end of the day, it's really important to listen to your body, because even if it was a detox effect, your body can detoxify too fast, to the point where too many toxins can enter your bloodstream at one time and cause all sorts of negative reactions and negative symptoms. So, you know, intuitively at the end of the day, I just knew that I needed to step back from this. And that's not to say that I'll never drink celery juice again. You know, I actually started to enjoy the taste of it. I'll definitely keep juicing celery juice every now and then, but it won't be a daily occurrence. And another reason I decided not to continue with the celery juice is just the fact that the prices on celery have skyrocketed. I mean, especially with organic celery. And for me, if I'm gonna be putting something inside my body every day that's supposed to be healing my body, then of course I'm gonna get the highest quality possible. And the fact that I was seeing very minimal benefits from the celery juice just didn't outweigh the fact that the price on organic celery was so high, it just wasn't worth it. And by the way, that's a shame that these grocery stores or farmers, whoever it is, that's hiking these prices up just because they know that celery juice is a trend right now. That is just not right. Like, that is a shame and that is morally wrong. Anyway, don't get me started on that. But yeah, and then also to add to that, the hassle of having to cut your celery, wash it, juice it, and then clean out your juicer every single day really became a hassle. And so for me, you know, if I was seeing tremendous benefits from the celery juice, then I probably wouldn't mind the hassle of washing and cleaning the juicer, and maybe not even mind the price of the celery if I was seeing fantastic results. But I wasn't, and so for me, it just wasn't worth paying that price and the hassle of having to clean that juicer out every single day. So at the end of the day, I'm not trying to bash on the celery juice challenge. It's just that I didn't see the benefits I was expecting to see, and for me, it just wasn't worth it to continue doing it on a daily basis. But again, that's not to say I'll never juice it again. I actually enjoy how hydrated the celery juice made me feel. I just won't be doing it on a daily basis. And of course, there's a lot of people out there that have seen tremendous results with the celery juice. So, you know, I'm not saying you shouldn't give it a try. Definitely give it a try if you think it could benefit you, but just wait until the cost of celery goes down, because it's a little out of hand right now. To start, I'm just gonna cut the end off the celery and roughly chop it. Now, I did choose organic celery to avoid toxic pesticides, and they say that organic is supposed to taste better, but to be honest, I couldn't really tell a difference. Now I'm just gonna give it a good rinse, And it's as simple as running the celery through your juicer. And it usually only takes one large bunch of celery to yield about 16 ounces. If you enjoyed this video and you found it informative, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and join the family. Of course, if you are a loyal subscriber, be sure to hit that little bell icon below to get notified every time I post a new video. And that's it for today. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.